Oh, there you are, Elrod. Yep. There you are, Spook. Where's Cleo? Cleo! Kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, look what we have here, guys. Yep, more chicken tenders. Yep, that there Magic Jack box doesn't run out. Here it is, Wednesday. And we still have some. Well, I guess Cleo's napping somewhere. So she'll just miss out. And we'll just put these down here for y'all, okay? There you go. No need to thank me. Not sure where Cleo's at. She must be taking her afternoon siesta. Well, it appears the Magic Jack's box with never-ending chicken tenders is keeping them satisfied. Yep. Of course, those are the ones that, you know, I personally made at Jack's. Yep. They seem to be satisfying them still. And I think we got enough to go a few more days. Now I should have warmed them up just a tad. But I was sort of in a hurry. Wanted to come out and check the garden. Which is what we're going to do next. Once they're done eating. To make sure no doggies come by and steal them all. That is becoming a problem. So I'm going to sit here and watch them till they finish. And then I'm going to go out and check my little garden. Raised bed there on the south side of the house by the driveway. Well, you guys enjoy. I'm going to sit on the steps and rest a minute. Okay? And it does look like the post lady brought us something. And I don't remember ordering anything. So, we have a surprise. We do love surprises. We surely do. Well, Spook, you happy? What about you, Elrod? Y'all tanked up? That was a great lunch treat. One lunch. You ate all your dry food already. Yep, must have been good. All three are relaxing now. And of course, the plate is licked clean. Yep. What do you say? What do you say? You say they were good? Speedy? My little lady. The princess of the yard. Yep. Well, they are going to just nap some. Got my buddy Elrod with me. He seems to be staying around some now. Yep. Oh, we got another spider lily. Popped up right there. And we got a couple more tucked in over here by the blueberries. Of course, the blueberries, they've finished up for the year. Finally. And I know you're probably thinking, who can ever have enough blueberries? Well, trust me, you can. Well, let's take a look at the little garden plot. It's been about a week. Well, actually, it has been a week. It was last Wednesday. And the squash seemed to be doing just fine. Got the possibilities of a lot of blossoms down in there. And I can see one female and a whole bunch of males. Now we're going to go over here and look at the second one. And it's had some blossoms already. And you can see some more right there. And these, on this big long stem, see? Yep. All of these are male blossoms. In my experience with squash, of all varieties, they seem to put on the male blossoms in the beginning. In fact, I've actually read many comments on other gardening channels where people are quite concerned over that, and at times their squash will never have nothing but male blossoms, which if you're trying to grow squash is not a good thing. But there are some reasons for that. Biological reasons. Now, it has been proven by university studies that the squash will put out the male blossoms and hold back the female blossoms till the plant knows it's healthy enough, you know, i.e. has the right amount of moisture, nutrients, sunlight to produce fruit, i.e. the squash. But it is also thought that the squash plants put the male blossoms out first too to attract pollinators. To me, that makes perfect sense. And they've studied this and they've observed it over the years and found that to be true. It makes perfectly good sense to me. Because squash, definitely, they are not self-fertile like tomatoes and peppers are. The same is true with cucumbers, and that which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But having all male blossoms, like you see these were open this morning. They'll only be open for a day, and now they've closed on up. You might wonder, well, such a shame. Well, not really. You see, you can pinch these off, and a lot of people will batter up these here squash blossoms in a light tempura batter and give them a quick fry. Don't take long. Others will come out here and pick them and toss them on top of a fresh salad. Me, I prefer to do just this. Yep. I don't know if you can hear me chewing, but that's me chomping down on a very delicious squash blossom. We're going to get this other one here that was open this morning. We're going to partake a bit too. Yep. Nice and tasty they are. And that one there did not open today. It'll open tomorrow. And we'll be snacking on it tomorrow. Because if you look at this plant, it's loaded up with more blossoms. So it's not like we're hurting it. But over here, we got that second squash plant. And these were planted at the exact same time. Yep. In fact, that one over there was transplanted from over here about a week after these all came up. And you can see how large that one is. About the same as this one. But this second one in this planting is so much smaller. And that goes right back to here. I don't know if you can see it good. We'll try to get you on in there. But you see on that plant how the vine stays the same diameter as it goes in the ground? See this one here? See how it gets smaller and constricts? Yeah. Therein lies the problem. For whatever reason, the vine going down to the root mass is constricted, therefore hampering moisture and nutrients coming up to this little plant. Now it's putting on plenty of male blossoms. Will it ever look like this plant or the other one down there at the end? The answer to that is no, it won't. But as long as it's producing something, tasty squash blossoms, I'm going to leave it here. Let it grow. Ain't hurting nothing. If nothing more, you know, I can enjoy the blossoms. Now let me tell you a little health benefit from also eating those male squash blossoms. We all know about the benefits of pollen, right? Well, there's male pollen in every one of those blossoms, and I've consumed 4. Now I know I told you, see this third squash here, the one where the leaf just come out of the center right there? I told you it's never going to do any more than that. And here we are on Wednesday, September the 29th, and it has yet to do anything else, and it never will. And I've kept it growing just so you could all see that my words were true. It's never going to be no more than that single leaf that's coming out of the center. Just a few fun facts on squash. But the squash are really starting to flourish. Now these are watered every morning, like clockwork. And something you got to do: even moisture, even watering. And this one here has at least one female blossom and plenty of males. So if the timing's just right, because squash needs the male pollen to be carried by pollinators over to the female flower. Now, my whole problem is I haven't seen a whole bunch of pollinators since spring. So I might be having to do some hand pollinating, which I can do. And my little 3 corn plants here, they're really loving it too. They're watered every morning as well. And they're actually looking like corn now. They're up about top of thigh high. Will we get anything? Time will tell. But the bell pepper is starting to produce fruit. You can see one little green bell there. You can see another one there. Of course, you can see all kinds of possibilities, but those I know will be peppers. And that. There's another one right here. More blossoms, more possibilities. Oop. There's another one right down there. And as sad as that pepper looked when we stuck her in the ground, and granted that ain't the best looking one that I've ever had and grown, of course I must say, for it to just be alive, how much it's been through July and August and now most of September, I'm just proud it's still alive. I saw another pepper down in there. Right now I can see at least 6 that I know will be peppers. And it's got so many other blossoms and possible peppers I can't count. And the longer I look, I see more peppers. But anyway, to me it's doing fine. It's still getting some slug damage, so we're probably going to have to lay out the sluggo right before sunset. You see these particular holes like that? Yep, that's slug. The heat master's hanging in there. And that actually got the possibility of having some blossoms on her. Green beans, they're climbing up toward the sky. And now our better boys, they're starting to take off too. Now it's currently 88 degrees. A little bit toasty today. Just a light breeze. So far just the one tomato. Here's two more spider lilies that are finishing up. Oh, but here again, for as much of a adverse growing condition that these better boys have had, I'm just proud they're alive too. They've had about every disease possible, and I thought for sure that blight was going to get them. Doesn't look like it will now. And like I was telling you about the overwatering from all the rain, and then I possibly overfed them, and they had all that warding on the leaves. I mean, here's a little bit that's left. You can see the leaves have started to clear on up. Yep. Now they get watered every morning as well. And that's it. These beans have climbed all the way up there. Those are about 10-foot poles. And then they're trailing off. Probably another couple feet over there. Still not a blossom yet. But we're hoping. Now, Cajun Belle, she keeps getting plenty of flowers. Plenty of new leaves. But the slugs, the armyworms, the inchworms, out of all the plants in this little planting, they have loved this Cajun Belle more than anything. Yep, so it sort of became a trap plant. Or if I want to find something, it's most likely on it. Now here's that other yellow squash we transplanted out of that grouping. There were 5 in there in total. You can see, it's never done much either. It's been watered, fertilized. It's had everything the others have had. It's just not taking off either. It's putting out a few blossoms, which, like I say, I let them bloom, which this one did this morning, was looking pretty. And I may come out here. Well, I will be out here in the morning. But remember the old GoPro, and show you the blossoms that open up in the morning. We're going to munch on this one right now. And if you've never had squash blossom, you might be saying yucky, but I'm saying yummy. Now, my cucumbers. I finally got them Cadillacing, but I got something eating them right here. And that all happened since yesterday. Some type of caterpillar or a hopper, grasshopper. I've been a-looking, but I ain't been a-finding. And there's a little bit of slug damage there. We're going to take care of the slugs. See? This one here's already put out a tendril and started to climb. And this morning, I made him something to climb on. That's just out of gardening twine. It's a biodegradable sizzle type twine. Only lasts a season, and that's fine. It can go to the compost pile. But here's something to note. Cucumbers are not gonna run up poles. Nope. Yeah, you can twist them around. I've seen people do that. I've seen people twist the stems around strings. I don't see the point. I just make a little net configuration here, which I actually enjoy doing. It reminds me of back when I used to make my own fish nets. And boy, was that a long time ago. It's sort of peaceful, relaxing. I would say, it's the man version of crocheting or knitting. I've always enjoyed doing it. So right now, there's a possibility of some late fall cucumbers, if we can find out what's eating them. So far today, I haven't found it. But a corn plant down here is nowhere near looking as good as that one up front. Here again, it's been watered, fertilized, the same. But I do know this, it may be in the sunshine right now, but this corn does not receive sun till basically around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And it will quit seeing sun here. Oh, hate to blind you, but it's a little past 2, and the sun will soon be behind the pecan trees. So it'll be in filtered sunlight. So it's only getting a few hours of sun, direct sun that is. And corn needs way more. And now, my cherry tomatoes seem to have recovered from everything eating them. And I check them every morning. And I check them at night. And I've taken a lot of worms off of these in the last week, in the last 2 days, and I again have left no leaf unturned. I look under every one. Haven't found any new caterpillars. Same way on this one here. So will they come back? Well, if we keep that moisture to, which you can see, the ground's nice dark. They get watered in the mornings too. I think they will. Now you can see right here, these spider lilies have all faded. And you can see what's on them. See what's behind them there? That's actually the seed of the spider lily. Now yeah, I know what y'all are going to say. Well, they come up from bulbs. Well, yeah. But, you can start them from these seeds. Because I've got these out in the yard too. We're going to take a look at one that I know ain't always been out there. And I definitely didn't plant it, nor did anybody else. But I'm going to let these dry right here on the stalk. And if they fall over, I'll cut them off and I'll hang them up underneath the carport. And probably put a little brown paper bag over them. Let them continue drying. Yeah, we'll see if I can start a few. Because it sort of goes back to that age-old question. What came first, the chicken or the egg? But we'll see. And I'll show you if it's possible. So that's all it. But see, like I'm saying, you can plant a few things and you can learn from them. And even though this ain't much, I've still been able to learn. Most I knew, some I forgot. So it refreshed my memory. And that's a good thing. But I'm thinking I got it through the worst. Now we're starting to enter some of the best growing conditions we have in the south. And that's our cooler, slightly drier fall months. September, October, November, and even sometimes all the way up into the first part of January. All depends when that killer freeze comes. Some say it's coming early this year. No, I hope not. Let me show you another spider lily. It's way out in the yard. Sort of over by this here Latanya. You can probably see it now. See it? Out here all by itself. There it is. Yep. And you can see those seed pods forming behind each blossom. And I can tell you for a bona fide fact that this was not here every year. In fact, I noticed it 3 years ago. Very first time I ever seen it. I didn't plant a bulb here, and I didn't drop one out of my pocket. So you tell me how she got out here. And the Latanya now, putting out even more beautiful blossoms. And this one puts out these nice pink violet blossoms. These yellow cream colored blossoms. Sometimes it'll mix them up. Like right here. It's got the yellow and the pink with orange centers. See that? Where these over here are just pink with pink centers. And let me show you something else. See right there? Yep. Once these finish up, they will form on the back this little green Latanya seed pod. Yep, right there. But she's still doing fantastic. So, while we was out here feeding the Kitty Krew an early afternoon snack of chicken nuggets. Oh, there's two more spider lilies tucked right up under there. I thought I'd just share with you what I see with the garden, small as it may be, here in the deep south of Alabama. So I'm going to sit down here and I'm going to enjoy the sounds of the birds singing away. Enjoy the light breeze that's starting to rustle everything, and ponder life. So I do hope this video finds y'all safe, well, and happy wherever you may be. as the mockingbirds fly above me. So until we see y'all in the next video, you know, that's Spooky, Speedy, Elrod, and sometimes Magoo, which I have seen Magoo. Saw him again last night. He hangs back. Him and the Kitty Krew don't get along so much anymore. But once they're finished up, I always hold a little feed in reserve, and he'll come up and eat. And then he trots back off to his house down the road. He just spends a little time with old Papa Tom. Show me he's all well and good. Don't see him every day. About once a week, at best. So, y'all take care out there. Stay safe. Stay prepared. And may God bless you as you bless others. Till we see you on that next video. Enjoy life. And God bless. Goodbye for now. Yeah, I'm just going to spend some time watching the birds and listen to them sing. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yes, it is. Gracie, are you enjoying your chicken tenders too? You are? You're starting to warm up to them, aren't you? Do you love them? Papa loves you? Now, you know the secret. Those were cooked by Papa. And I just wanted to thank you real quick for not ratting me out to the Kitty Krew, okay? I really do appreciate that. I'm glad you're enjoying them too. Okay? You my baby? You my baby girl? Gracie, you got anything to say? You have fans too. Even though they don't get to see you often. Because you're the sleepinest one most cat. Especially when the camera's on. Plus you're pretty hard to find. You got your secret places. I guess Trick showed you all of hers. Well, you enjoy, baby. Papa loves you. Eat up. We're a little chewy. Later, all.